Lavender Lemonade. I have my girls with me, and we're going to start off with introductions. My name is Ebony. I have a degree in social work, and I am a military brat. So, got my start in Florida, but I'm here in Texas now, living my best life.
My name is Iesha. I went to the Florida State University, gang, and I got my degree in social work as well. I'm from Melbourne, Florida. And yeah, that's me. Remember my voice.
First off, giving honor to God. I just want to tell y'all, this is my little mini testimony. I hadn't cussed nobody out since Sunday. I haven't cussed anybody out, had any road rage. I just want to thank him for that.
Glory.
My name is Chrystal. I'm from East Texas, born and raised, Tyler, to be exact. I have a degree from UTA, University of Texas at Arlington, Go Mavs, in communication, emphasis advertising.
And my name is Setria, last but not least, and I have a degree in graphic design, 2 degrees actually, and I am from Dallas, Texas. And we're going to get started with explaining our podcast. So I'm going to cover the mission. And our mission is to encourage those who need it most through the discussion of life experiences with a faith-based perspective.
We love the Lord.
And the Lord loves us.
Yep. And some of us like trap music.
Yep. That's me. Our vision is we're trying to be the light to the young millennial generation that's out there now. I remember back when I was in my early 20s, mid 20s, like I didn't have anybody to look up to or any kind of way of understanding that it's okay to be a Christian but also live in the world and be the light in the world. It was always either or. You had to be super religious and don't listen to this, don't wear that, don't say this, don't do that, instead of just living His grace and just walking in His love and just letting Him love on you.
Yeah, definitely. I agree. And we're also going to help you while you wait in whatever season you're in, whether you're waiting for a dream job, your husband, like most of us, we all single.
Boaz.
Okay, where you at, Boaz? Where you at? Or if you're just trying to wait to have a family, start a business, we're just going to be here to encourage you, help you walk that out, because we're also here waiting for things. We have missions and goals that we want to accomplish as well.
We'd also like to enjoy sharing just practical facts, or not facts, but direction. Practical ways to get through each day as our mind tools with us daily. We like to renew that daily. We like to get ourselves active, different hobbies and different interests. So we also like to come in together as a community and share those different interests. Each girl at this table has many hobbies, many talents, and I most definitely enjoy doing it with them as they share with me new things and as I learn new things.
Yeah.
So, with that being said, no tears dropped. We'll get into some questions just so you can get to know each of us as I guess individuals,
yeah.
So starting off, our first question would be, how did we meet?
Who wants to answer that?
I can go. So, Ebony and I, we started hosting a small group. I'm going to put this out here. We did not want to host a small group. Our pastor had to literally pray over us. Like, y'all going to host a small group. Like, literally threaten us. No, you going to do it. And even with him saying, like, no, it needs to be, co-ed, we was like, no, we need to do a women's small group. And just so happens Setria and Iesha signed up for our group. And, like, we've been hanging out ever since. It's, like, almost a year. Next month in October will be a year, y'all.
Yeah, we've been vibing together.
Like, every weekend.
Yeah, definitely. Yes. The next question is, what is an article of clothing that someone could wear that would make you walk out on a date with them?
A blazer over a t-shirt.
You took mine.
That right there. Throw it away, burn it, light it up.
I kind of.
Yeah, I thought she said she liked it. I like the blazer and t-shirt.
Yes.
That's like an old dude that's trying to be young.
Don't do them.
Ooh, she done put it in the trash.
Ooh,
Set it on fire.
no, just be you. Like if my thing is if you're a person who dresses trendy, just do that. Don't try.
But that is trendy today.
That is pretty trendy.
No, that's not.
That is trendy.
And American Eagle sometimes.
Long as it's not a V-neck. If you got a V-neck with a suit jacket, go home.
I actually was at the store the other day, and a few of the mannequins had that, like real, like trendy blazers with t-shirts
I can't
on.
tell you the last time I've been in American Eagle.
I would have to say mine would be sweatpants.
Oh,
Sweatpants.
That's different. Yeah,
You might be able to. What you working with?
I'm talking the drawstring cupped at the ankle.
Oh, the Rocky sweatpants.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
There's really no business sweatpants. I mean, there's joggers, and that's different.
Mm-hmm.
I can rock joggers. Joggers are still in.
What's yours, Iesha?
I don't know what I would walk out on it if somebody came with something. Skip me. Go to Setria.
I mean, it's hard to pick one because there are a handful of things, but I would have to piggyback off of any sort of athletic gear. You're not going to go work out. You're going on a date. So dress
what if he got his Adidas?
If we're going on a date, if we're going on the outside date, maybe
But what about the French days, though?
I'm just not really a sporty type of person. I want you to have on some like walking shoes or something.
But what is a walking shoe?
Vans or
Vans
some sort of walking.
Okay, I think I know what ones with
Yeah, they're kind of like on that line of sporty, but like
But that's the
nice
style
shoe.
of guy don't you like.
That's true. That
So
is
he'll wear Vans.
He would wear Vans.
Sweatsuit, not sweatsuit, but a suit jacket.
Yes.
Heck no, dismiss yourself.
So bro can't have no headbands.
No headbands.
No headbands.
No, that's nasty. Or no like super tight jeans. Like some people that I know wear super tight jeans.
It's
just bunched up in one place. I can't do that. Like your jeans should not be tighter than mine. That's it.
Whoa.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We all have some differences. Let's go to the next one. As a child, what did you want to be when you grew up? And kind of explain where you are now as an adult.
Oh, when I was growing up, I desired to be a teacher. Like I wanted to teach. And I went to community college before I transferred to Florida State, and I didn't have the appropriate classes. I wasn't taking the right classes.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was going to have to do an additional semester there. And me being me, I was like, nah, I'm ready to go to university. So I was like, I'm just going to leave and get a degree in social work. So now I work at a foster agency. And I am currently enrolled in a 14-week program to get my teaching certification.
All right.
Yay!
Okay, so for me, growing up, I went through a list of stuff until I settled on something. I kind of wanted to be a lawyer for a minute, but then I realized I didn't like school like this, so I wasn't going to stay in school that long. Then what I settled on was communication, actually broadcast. So, long story short, kind of like yours with the classes situation, I was like, you know what, I'm getting out of here on time. I'm graduating on time. So, you know what, I need to move this. Advertising is what I'm going to do. And I actually like advertising. Now, I don't have a job in advertising. Sally Mae started coming at me real strong post-graduation, so you got to hurry up and get a job. And I've been working in call center loan processing since I graduated in 2010. But it's, kept fed, rent paid, and I'm living the best life I can live with. So I don't knock it.
Okay, I would say mine, as a child, I had two. And one would be an artist and a cook. And I don't do either of those right now. I work for a mental health clinic, so social work is what I do, case management, which I have a heart for, and then I just cook on the side, so I still do it.
Them wifely duties. She got them. She got them skills for you.
Won't he do it? I actually wanted to be an artist, and my mom told me I would be broke forever. So I decided to still stay the path and go to school for art. But I was undecided at first, but I knew it was going to be art. And I discovered the second semester of my freshman year, digital arts, graphic arts. And I went that direction, and I'm so glad I did. Yes. So follow your dreams.
Like, you're so dope with it, though.
Oh, thank you.
Work is dope.
Thank
and
you.
I tell everybody, so my friend did this, she did this logo. You know this logo, how it's changed? My friend did that.
Yes, she does all. Every graphic that we have, she has done it.
Yes,
she's awesome.
she does.
Yay. That's a good advertisement plug.
Yeah, get at her. ASAP.
If you could have an unlimited supply of one thing, what would it be? I was told this was kind of a crazy question because we probably would have the same answer, but I'm going to go with my first answer, which is probably a childish answer.
Go.
I said toilet paper.
Also, it's like physical things. Like,
It's not.
It's
anything.
No,
but that
mine
was
is
my first.
money. Like, I'm being honest. I'm going to pay my tithes. I'm going to give to a community. But if I got an endless supply of money, like, I'm going to be traveling. Like, me and my mom was talking about this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I won the lottery and I got, like, millions of dollars, I'm going to put my money to the side, pay my tithes first, but put my money to the side. And I was like, I'm going to still work.
Mm-hmm.
But,
This guy is 10.
yeah,
Look
you got to give him the
Lord.
Yes, give him
I'm
the
still
first
work,
10.
but I told her I'm gonna be taking a lot of unpaid PTO and be going on vacations, like going to Central Pay,
Yeah.
Italy,
I'm with her.
Wakanda.
Forever. Hello.
Chrystal gonna be one of the people up there.
Right. Listen, you can make us a Wakanda with the unlimited supply of money. I was about to say something.
Bring it back.
Yeah, my unlimited supply. I have an unlimited supply of men. I'm just playing. I'm just playing.
Well,
How can we make that right?
I mean, it's like, okay, so like
That sounds very.
being a single woman, like, and you trying to open a jar of freaking salsa.
But how many salsas she got now? Like,
If
for
you
real,
need
I got a lot of
I need
jars
a
that
tie
can't
chain.
just put them in line.
No. Follow me. You need your tire chain, but salsa dude can't open. He can't put the tire on.
Ooh.
But you got the tire man over here.
Got one for everything.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, give me $1 billion.
Yeah,
That's
it's
gonna
not-
take
yeah.
care of me.
Oh, one could build you a house, build you a yacht, be a dog.
Fill me a yacht. Stop it.
And I'm gonna take my endless supply on your yacht, and it's saving money. You know.
See, I think I would go with.
Don't worry about what I do. Don't worry about that.
I think I will go with Chrystal because if you have an endless supply of money, you can buy just about everything you would ever need.
Yeah, that's smart though. Endless supply.
Kids would have clothes, and
Everything
food,
taken care of.
supplies and stuff.
Literally, like everything will be taken care of globally. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding about the endless supply of men, guys. It was really a joke.
JK.
Child.
I don't know what I would have an endless supply of. Maybe like purses. Just like
Oh, no, I can't rock that many
nice,
purses.
nice, bro. Like nice bags that I could just wear once.
Would you want to be buried with them when you die?
Maybe. I would want make them into
like
my
the
casket.
pharaohs?
I was gonna say, we
Just
can
like-
make them into your car.
Yeah, like this.
Together.
Really?
Yeah.
But see, like, I find a purse that I like, and I can have multiple purses, but I find that one that I'm riding with, and I ride out with her.
Well,
Like, literally, I can have other purses in the closet, but this is my baby right here.
The brown one that you have?
Yeah.
That is really nice. I like that.
me and
That's
Hope been
like,
riding out.
that looks like real, like, leather.
It's not.
It is.
It really,
Oh,
it looks like
Dress
straight
was
up.
$15.
Ooh.
see, I know it's not. You ain't supposed to covet, but like Richney has so many nice bags, and I just be like, man, I wish I could get that, like Chanel bags, Louis Vuitton bags. And I'm
You
just
will.
like, yeah, one day.
I
Thank
want a
you.
Louis bag, but
Thank
it's
you,
like,
Jesus.
ugh.
The one I want is $1,200. It's
Oh,
the never full, but it's not even the big one. It's
I
the
think my spleen just jumped.
I want
I know
to
mine
be 30,
but I'm not.
but I just can't bring myself to pay for it.
Yeah, no.
if you could live anywhere in the world, where would it be and why?
I already know where I'm going.
Where you want?
I'm going to Wakanda with
Where you thought I was gonna say, I wanna go.
Well, that's what I was gonna say. I'm going to Greece.
Greece.
I don't want to go to Greece. Wakanda, like, did you not see T'Challa in there?
I saw T'Challa.
Okay. And then the villain when he came through,
Where's the
Braille
villain?
chest.
This
Like,
is
y'all.
not real.
Braille chest.
He had Braille chest.
You can read.
But-
You can read into his future.
But I was like, I was like, how am I rooting for the villain in this movie?
I know. Took me all off
Killmonger.
course. All off course.
Y'all chopping me down today. I tell you that.
Where you gonna live,
Sorry.
Setria? You trying to pass up the question?
I know. I don't know. I kind of would like to live in Wakanda, but I would also like to live on an island somewhere just by myself with peace and quiet. Like the owner of Virgin Airlines, he owns an island. Nice island. I mean, I would invite people, but I would own the entire island.
I can't.
I would be the governor,
Like,
the mayor. Yeah, she
I have my
comes.
moments where I want to just be secluded and be by myself, but I've learned over the years, like, I'm very, like, I need to talk to people.
Social.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit of both, so I would invite people in, fly them in if I had that type of money.
Now you
It was
can
my
go
unlimited money.
Yeah.
It's your unlimited supply of money.
But your flight leaves Thursday at 2. You got to go back.
This ain't for you to stay.
Right.
You visiting. These are visiting hours.
Bye.
You got to get off this island. Go.
If you could teach a class or anything, what would you teach?
Okay. So, right off the rip, I'm going to be teaching adults. Then, no. See, teaching just ain't my thing, though.
But if it
Let me
were-
see. Okay, if I had to teach a class, what would I teach? I'll take it back. I think I would go and try to talk to middle school and high school girls to help them figure out who they are so that they don't have to feel like they need to listen to people around them in the world. Like, I don't have a big booty or my chest isn't developed yet, my hair ain't long. Just be
identity
yourself.
courses,
Yeah.
which is important, which is
Yeah.
much so needed.
Because I had to think about it. Adults don't like to listen. They think they know everything.
I would teach an African American history class.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, I took one, and that was like the best class I've ever taken. I think that we, as Black people, are misled when it comes to stuff like that. I don't really think we know our history as well as we should. And so, yeah, if it was up to me, I would teach that because I feel like that is very important. And I would probably start at middle school because you have to have that foundation, or maybe even elementary. Because I feel like everybody else know where they come from, and like when you sit in a history class in a predominantly Caucasian school, or even in our Black schools, you don't get that. It's like the Great America, quote unquote, and it's like, what about me? Like, what's our foundation? All you want to talk about is like slavery, and
we're more than slavery.
I want to say, but in a sense, this is, you kind of need to know that, because like when I went to HBCU for a year, I went to CSU for a year, and we had to read the Willie Lynch, like parts of the Willie Lynch letter.
Yeah, that's
and
a
it's
good
like,
letter. Well, it's not a good letter, but I mean, it's a good.
our society,
going in that
it's
direction.
literally,
But yeah,
it's still holding true to this day.
Yeah.
So I think that
I
is
agree.
important.
Yeah, I would teach it all. I definitely teach it all if I were doing that. But if I were to teach something, I think I would go to the geriatric stage of life, because some of those people could really actually be living their best life, but people throw them away. Like, so how about you bring in a therapist and help them how to stand up straight again? Like, you don't have to be bent over. Like, teach them how to stand up straight again. There's so many things you could teach them over again, but no one cares to teach them because
But
they're
wouldn't
like,
that
oh,
be
you're about to
hard?
die.
Because what if you get attached and then dead? Like, I'm like, you done? I'm hurt and you I'm hurt and you slumped. So yeah, like,
I'm going to a lot of funerals, I guess.
like, girl, just have
That's
you
the part I would be
a honorary black suit that you just wear all the time.
I'm like a funeral director.
Girl, a funeral director, a Ursula suit, I don't know, something.
White glove.
Man. Mine, obvious, cooking. It's just my first love, so If I could teach it, I sure would. I need to learn a little bit more though.
Why do you love cooking?
Why do I love cooking?
Yeah.
It relaxes me, actually.
Really?
It takes me out of reality.
Yeah, because I only cook because I want to eat something.
Yeah.
Like, for real, like, that's the only reason why. If like, the unlimited supply money, I probably would hire a chef.
Yeah.
Ooh, hire Ed.
Yeah, right.
No.
Bow.
Got a job.
No.
It sparks. It's how my imagination.
I mean, she can cook, but no.
Okay.
Y'all just gonna be spending the money.
Exactly. I'm gonna get some of that money.
Yeah.
Knowing that. What small things make you happy?
Oh man. As far as just life or just like small things that people do for you.
Either one. Pick from.
I always think it's the little things. Like, it's just the small things that people do for you. Whether it's like giving you a compliment or somebody just holding the door while you walk in. I don't think people realize like how important those little things are. Like, and so I just think like just people being generous.
Yeah.
Like,
I'd have to piggyback on that one too. Just remembering maybe something that you said last week.
yeah.
That is like,
Yeah.
that they really were listening. Because sometimes we get caught up talking so quick and you're like, okay, yeah, But if you can actually relate to me something that I said last week, it's like, you really do, right? Oh my God, you know. So that would be mine.
I think mine is kind of like it's a two-way street because sometimes I do like to be left alone, but then I also like for people to check on me. Like when you notice if I don't pull back, if you check on me, like, oh,
They do
dang,
care.
they really care.
Yeah.
But then sometimes I'm like, just leave me be. Like sometimes, like me and Ebony are roommates, but sometimes I'll just pick up my stuff and go in my room and shut the door. It's not because I'm mad or angry. Just sometimes I just need to gather my thoughts. I'll text her and, still be texting, but sometimes I just don't want to talk. It's weird.
I think I would say a smile. It's universal. It's easy. It doesn't take a lot to do it. If you facial muscles just to show someone, happiness. Because if you notice, a smile is contagious. If someone smiles at you, you can't help but smile back.
Yep.
What about so like any smile? Because what about people who got missing teeth and
Well,
stuff?
they may need to just grin.
I mean, what if they didn't have money to fix somebody?
What if they just got gum?
They could
Swallow that you ain't gum.
There's levels to the smile
I'm gonna say
game. There are.
sometimes,
There are.
Because, dental work is expensive, Iesha. I gotta go to the dentist next week and I'm dreading.
It just depends.
Don't you get false teeth with Medicare though?
I ain't got Medicare and they
I'm
want
just
to do
saying,
a lot
I'm
of work
talking
on my
about-
teeth.
In honesty, you don't. No.
Oh, really?
They still got to come out of pocket $700.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
So
They get a discount, but it's $700.
I would put up a GoFundMe if I was looking at something.
Help me get my teeth.
With my
please
endless
and
supply
thank
of money, I think that's very important to like. I will reach out to people and help them get their teeth done because that's a very sensitive topic for some people. Because some people, like, if they have like a missing tooth and something, it was like something random happened, and they didn't have the money to replace it. Like people, like they don't like going to work.
It's important.
Y'all, I really think you can get teeth for free. Because my aunt,
I heard about
dating
that.
this man who punched her in her mouth and knocked her tooth out.
Well,
And they gave her a fake tooth.
I'm gonna say in Fort Worth, no.
But see, it was domestic
I think
violence.
in Dallas,
She may have been
Okay.
able to get it through domestic violence stuff. That's the reason why she was able to get the tooth.
Or, she could always go get some chiclets and just glue them
Chiclets?
together.
Next question, Rascal. Let's go. She just went there.
Do it together.
Next question is just where you guys grow up from. So kind of give a backdrop of where we got the city in the state, but how was that for you? How was growing up? You don't have to go in details.
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay. All right. That's
I was
cool.
gonna say, growing up, I just traveled, so different places. So it's got to start in Florida. Can't remember that. Then we moved to Japan, which I remember a lot of that. And then Illinois will be our next stop, which was good until I had to leave my sister. And then Texas was the last stop. So I'm
For me. Oh, my bad. I don't mean to cut you off. Stuff like this. For me, I grew up, it was me, my sister, and my mama. I came from a single parent household, but it was kind of like a village raised a child because my mama worked a lot. So we were with my grandparents a lot, my aunt, uncles. So, like, the whole East Texas family thing, even though sometimes, you know, they get on my doggone nerves. But I love my family. I do. I love them to death. But they taught me a lot because me as a woman today, like, each person in my life, like that crazy cousin that comes to the parties that just, you know, ragging on everybody, because I actually got a cousin that does that. He helped me to be this little, you know, comeback queen that I am, you know.
Shout out to the cousin.
I'm for real. And my mama, like, just seeing her work for everything. So for me, I'm not afraid to work. Like, I remember at one point in my time in my adulthood, I was like pulling like 65 hours a week. So
wow,
girl, yes,
jeez,
God delivered me from that.
Ooh,
but
spirit of overworking.
Yeah, I did. But I think my even though I came from
80.
I came from a single parent household, and I tell my mom all the time I wouldn't change it because it taught me a lot.
Wow,
a lot.
Mm-hmm. I would say I came from an interesting situation where most of my friends, my parents, close friends' parents, we were all together, private school. I guess some people would almost say privilege. You know what I mean? Like where we got things that we wanted. We weren't spoiled. We knew what hard work was. But so that was an interesting bubble to burst when you started like meeting different people. Like, oh, wow, what is divorce? I didn't know what divorce was until one of my aunts had a divorce. I was like, what is this? And so, you know, I actually had to sit, listen, ask questions about what a divorce was. So it's pretty interesting, but I think my parents were liberal and open enough to explain things when I wanted to know what was going on outside that little bubble, you know. That's interesting.
I would say for me, it's so funny to see that, because that's meeting Ebony in college. Like, for me, it was like, that was the first person I really met and like hung out with that she still had both her parents. Like, my family is pretty large, but like the people that, like, I can say that this is my uncle, but he's like a step uncle. Like, so step parents they played a very big role in our life. Yeah, so like my sister's father still refers to me as his daughter. Like, he still, you know what I'm saying, checks on me, all that kind of stuff. So it's like, it was weird for me when I met people who still have both of their parents, but yeah, that will get into something later. We'll probably talk about later, but yeah, it's okay.
So the next one will probably be a little controversial, but what do you think makes it so hard to date these days?
A lack of commitment. I'm just gonna put it out there. Dudes don't like to commit.
Social media.
Ooh, that's a good one too.
Because they see all these options they have, and then now they don't want to commit. So, and social media also encourages this lack of communication they have.
That's what I was gonna say.
You know,
I can't blame it just on the dudes. Because based off of what we just was talking about, and I said I was gonna say, I didn't even know you had that as a question. I think it's our family structure is so different now. We're so used to seeing that, like, okay, we can just live together and we ain't gotta marry each other. We can just do this. We can just do that. And it's like, I know a lot of women who be like, I don't want to get married.
But that goes beyond dating, though. If y'all living together, y'all not.
But some people
dating.
But some people refer to that as
I'm just dating that person. And they're okay with
so that's not a relationship.
But see, growing up in the family I grew up in, both grandparents together, dad do his part, my parents are still together, even great grandparents with. That's odd to me. It's foreign to me.
I would say, just like you said, communication again, because just like we were saying, dating and being in a relationship, who actually sat down and said that those words were different or the same? So if we're not even starting off on the same foot, as in what is your definition of dating and what is your definition of being in a relationship, we can't go in the same direction if you have a different opinion on both, because I see where you're going. If we're just dating, you're saying, okay, we don't need to go beyond that part because after that part, it's more than. But you have some people that say dating, all that is wrapped in one. So if I'm dating this person, I say I'm with this person, we should be able to conquer anything together. And then for me, if I'm using the word conquer, now I'm talking marriage. So if I never sat down and had those little discussions about little titles and little things and expectations from each, I guess, stage and standpoint, we already started off confused and going.
I think that's the biggest thing of this, because a lot of us don't just sitting at this table. You know what I'm saying? It's our parents and backgrounds and our families are totally different. Just sitting at this table. Literally, all four of us have different situations with our parents and stuff. So it's like, I think that's you kind of lean toward what you see in the home. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think that's the reason why I can't blame just guys, because I know a lot of girls who don't want to be married.
I don't understand that either.
I think it's just like I say simple as just our relationship. These four ladies, we sat down many of nights, many a days, building on this to get even to this day. So a lot of people don't take those necessary steps in a relationship. They already expect that person, and he should already know if that's what he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be my man. He's supposed to know this already, but you ever sit down and talk to him about this?
So is that when you come at the beginning, when y'all are friends and maybe transitioning, is that when you put down that foundation to be like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, I would. And the crazy thing about that, because I remember talking just the other night, friends, we are as ladies, so quick to idealize or take into our imagining. So you start imagining, I can be with this guy for a long period of time. I can be his wife already, and we have not even become friends yet.
Oh yeah, thinking about
so
the
we're so far in the future that I can't even address being a friend with this guy yet.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So if I'm already jumping ship on that, just imagine what else we jump ship on. And that's just as coming from a girl.
I would like to hear a dude's perspective.
Exactly. I would love to hear that.
I was saying, expound on that, what you were saying, like why some women don't like to get married. I think as I told Ebony one time, I think it's what God placed in you and your calling, because some people are just going to be single for the rest of their life. Like I said, growing up, I didn't see a fully healthy, functioning marriage. But ever since I was a little girl, I've always had a dream of being married and being a wife and a mother and all that kind of stuff. But I didn't have that example around me. So even like with my grandparents, it wasn't always fully functioning and working, healthy, strong marriage. It was like my great-grandparents, they got a divorce. So it's like literally I never saw that growing up. So I think God put stuff inside of us for us to see that and be like, this is where I want to be. You not knowing it. Me not knowing it back then, but me knowing now, like God put that in me. I didn't up and say that, like, you know, because seeing the relationships around me, it will make total sense for me to be like, I'm not here for it.
I feel too sometimes, just based off relationships and people's experiences, a lot of people use certain tactics as coping skills. If I can just say that I'm with her and I still get everything and without getting hurt, I'm going to do that. Because it's a big risk to say I want to do it forever with somebody. And a lot of people aren't ready to be hurt again or be hurt at all. Because I know experience just from my sister always grew up, I'm not going to be married, I'm not this, I'm not that, but that was based off her and her hurt for her father not being there. So it was just like trickled on. But today she would never be, you know, she's married 2 kids, so it worked out for her. But in that time period, it was her means of coping, because she was hurt before.
Wow.
So a lot of people, and I think a lot of dudes go not unnoticed, but we don't really sit down and say, hey, who hurt you? Or let's talk about it. Whereas girls, we're going to get together in a powwow. I'm going to tell you who hurt me. I'm going to tell you this and that.
You can jump off a cliff.
Right, but dudes don't really get that much as we do.
But I don't think dudes are that emotional intact neither. Like, I don't think they're that emotionally connected to themselves to be like, oh, I'm going to sit here and express my feelings to anybody.
I feel like they're emotionally there, but they're not comfortable enough to share their emotions. Because as soon as they're kids, we tell our young boys, and I know in our community, you bet not shed a tear, you bet not cry.
You be crying what you crying for.
He can't have any emotions. So what do you expect when he's 30?
Yeah, can we get a man on our podcast so we can know how y'all really
like if you
feel?
know us,
reach out to us.
Reach out to us, not just random weirdos.
Nobody's a weirdo.
Oh, it's weirdos out there, Iesha.
They're all children of God.
Yes, red and yellow, black and white.
Like, if you know us, know us.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would say, just get off that, because we have many episodes to come for that. But what is one article of makeup that you said that you have to use, and it is that definite, it completes the look, you can't go without it?
Some red lipstick.
Okay.
Like
Red
that
fire.
Yes.
You know, that song's got a song called Red Lips.
Really? That Rihanna
Is it really?
Fenty, that lipstick by Rihanna and that
Yeah.
black, that
Shauna?
yes, that and my new favorite, which I just bought, was that MAC Ruby Rouge. I was planning on buying it a while ago, but I just got it and I absolutely love it. Like, I love a red lip. I have tons of lipsticks, but my go-to, like if I'm just like, especially like on a date night, just a red lip, it just completes the look. It's just like,
I would just say a lip period.
Yeah.
A lip period for me, just whatever you're feeling, go for it. Just wild out, whatever. That just sets every makeup off for me.
I would say for me too, because it's like I can change literally. I can go in the daytime hanging out with a nice little nude, and then like say, y'all, we about to go hit up this, and this. Let me go and pop this on this little deep color, and, either a bright popping red, depending on what mood I'm in.
yeah, pinks are nice.
I love a pink. Hot pink is
What is like your go-to color? Like, just like I need to have this color all the time. Like, I just have to wear this.
I have two. Well, I have like a little mini combo. I have a little mini combo of like a nude color that's like my everyday color. But then if I'm spicing it up, it's like this little orange color lipstick. I need to look at it. All three of these colors are in my purse. Like, so depending on what the day is, what the moment is, that's what I'm wearing.
I would say an eye, just because I feel like a clown in red lipstick. I really do feel like a clown.
Girl, everybody has
We
their
got
red. You just gotta find their
We
red.
got it. We got it.
Yeah.
No,
That's all you had to say.
Because like clowns wear the red, and
No, sis.
Your face ain't white.
No, for real.
Now you gotta go on the hunt for these doggone red lipsticks.
Oh.
You gonna get it.
That means we're taking a trip to
by New
Sephora.
York. By New Year's, you gonna have a red.
Yeah.
sounds like a red
Got
lipstick
you.
is coming from me.
No. I just noticed that you never wear any
I
blue
wear
colors.
like nude colors or like a natural like golden colors.
Did somebody
kind of.
ever tell you that dark skinned women can't wear bright colors?
No, they didn't. I just personally feel like a clown. like Wanda. Wanda.
No.
Y'all remember Wanda?
Yes, but that's
No,
not it.
sis. No.
Aisha doesn't know who Wanda is.
I know who Shanae is.
Yeah.
Did she have on lipstick?
Well, Shanae did wear lipstick. She did. But Wanda was like, I just feel like Wanda was pre-Shanae. Wasn't she?
Wanda, they were kind of the
Were they
same
around the same time? We're going to have to look that up. But we'll get back with y'all. I'm sure y'all want to know
Did
that.
she wear lipstick?
Yeah, about to go.
Yeah, both of them did. And they were red.
They did.
Mm-hmm.
Shanae wore red lipstick?
Shanae had the fly box braid.
Yeah. She did.
Push her back out.
And then she had the, with that
The fanny
pouch.
pack.
Fanny pack.
That's back out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do want a fanny pack though.
There's some cute ones out there.
Yeah, one girl had a metallic one today.
I just feel like it's going to accentuate my,
It's not that. It's just that's the one thing from the 90s that the 90s can go ahead and keep from me. It's the doggone fanny pack.
What would we say?
Y'all.
What is one fashion piece that you do see today that you don't have yet, but you want? Like you really want?
Let me see.
Those, y'all remember we were looking at those tights that go around the feet?
The stirrup
The
pants?
stirrup
Yes.
I had a
You
pair back in the
want
day.
them? Yeah.
Remember
They're
I sent
comfy.
you the picture?
They're real comfortable.
Stirrups.
I had a pair back in the day.
I need high waist bell
I
bottoms.
wish I could. If I could, and I told this to Ebony. Oh, I'm so sorry.
that'd be cute on you.
Yes, high waist bell bottoms. High waist bell
I
bottoms.
hate bell bottoms.
No, just
Like literally, I
Ankles.
hate them.
She just cut
Ain't
their
got the
dream
cut.
up.
Girl, I can't.
Don't.
Maybe because my height and like the weight of my legs, I feel like it makes me look stubby.
I can't with you.
No, they do. So I'm a skinny jean queen. Like skinny jeans, or either like the straight tapered stuff. Let's see. I couldn't do bell bottoms. But if I could, and I told this to Ebony the other night, if I could go back in like the 80s and the 90s and hijack my mama closet, I would. Like, I love the way my mama dressed back then. Like, my mama was, it's so weird because, like, I picked up a lot of her style, but my mama was very, back in the 80s and 90s, she was plus size, but at the same time, back then, they didn't have a lot of options, but she was real creative. She had a sewing machine. Oh, if Pinterest was around back then, Jackie would have been on it. But like she's very, very creative. And if I could have hijacked her clothes and style,
Did she keep any of them?
No, she didn't keep nothing. She
Just like my
she had
mom
that
did.
throwaway spirit.
Oh, she
Right.
throwaway spirit.
That's how I feel about my grandma. Oh, we had that pea coat. I said, girl, you know how much pea coats cost? You ain't keep that.
A
back.
lot of money.
Right, but they didn't know.
What is one song that you could choose that would describe your college experience?
You know what? When before I came over here today, I was listening to all my early 2000, mid 2000 club songs. Oh my gosh. Boosie was played heavily for me back then. And
Which Boosie though?
Boosie pre-jail Boosie.
Oh,
No, not Boosie
Independent. Oh, not Boosie, but Boosie the rapper.
Like, yeah, Lil Boosie.
Like Independent.
But
That
then I
song.
listen to a lot of
Spelled it
vibes
out.
too.
Oh.
I'd have to bow out just because I don't remember.
And today I was listening to a lot of Beyonce. That Beyonce B-Day album. Oh, y'all, it's just somebody going. I'ma still think on it.
Okay, I remember coming down here to college and they played a lot. This was played a lot on the radio station. What's the one? Oh man.
Oh,
They
Lil
played
Wayne.
that. So
Mrs. Officer.
yeah, I know that's when I came down here when that song was played. Yeah, because I was over at my Auntie Miriam's house. They played it over and over.
And every time I think about that song, I do think about when you had that white car.
Yep, that Intrepid.
So yeah, it had a push button. It had a push button, but I would say, cause see, my default answer would be like a Beyonce song, and I'm gonna try not to do that, even though I love Beyonce. What? I would say just Dallas dance music, because that's when I was in college, that was what was really hot. Stanky Leg, Ricky Bobby.
That yep, in my white tee.
That's
was
the
that
one.
before?
That's the way.
Oh, that was
one here.
before.
That one here. You know, we had our own style.
We did.
You know that.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
The song that I would pick, back and forth, we had a lot of juking music.
What is that?
Juking music.
What is that?
Like, I really don't even know how to describe it. Like, we had this song called Pull Out the Stick, Pull Out the Stick, Pull Out the Stick.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, like, it was like music like that. And so the song that I'm going to pick, disclaimer, I do not smoke. But I'm going to pick,
Some of y'all jobs, none of us do.
I would pick Grimo, I'm So High. You just might be the thing off in the club. Y'all know?
Nope.
Okay, well, I probably could play like 15 seconds of it, but like that's the song that I would pick because I really like that song, and that's just what was happening when I was in college, like at the beginning of my college stage, and then it kind of veered off. But
I think Wipe Me Down. That was real big for us.
Listen, when Wipe Me Down came out, I remember that was like freshman year of college, and everybody was like, "Oh, that was the song."
Yeah,
like. That song, I remember when you got to the club and heard that song, you knew it was going to be a nice night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm for real.
Man. I'll say I have a question that came through on our group texts that we're going to ask. So this one is, your partner brings you to the casino and gives you $50 to gamble with. You win $100,000. How much do you give your partner?
I'm giving him back the 50 that he let me hold. You ain't getting it. And then I'm not telling you I won nothing.
That's dirty.
Yeah, that is kind of dirty.
I'm sorry. That is not trifling. If we not married,
we need a trifle.
Okay,
that's my partner.
If you weren't married, you should never took that $50 from me.
We friends.
But why you take that?
As she makes this work for her.
I'll give him half.
Half?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
Nah, I wouldn't give him no half.
Y'all smoke
I was gonna hit you with that. If you smoking dope or dog food,
So
you ain't getting half of nothing.
So if y'all give me $50 and I win $100,000, Y'all don't expect me to get.
I really don't.
You don't even gotta tell me you want.
I would say honestly, I
like,
really don't.
Here go your $50 back.
Let's
To
see, I'll give
Because
my
that's a
money.
gift.
Yeah.
It was like a gift. So I mean, off your return, I mean, I'm not gonna expect you to get nothing.
and I'm gonna give my 10% to God.
I think I may give God 10% and him 10%, and me keep the rest.
God
And keep
get
80.
his 10, and he probably get a
10,
10.
10, 80.
Damn, well, my partner, I'm sorry, he can pay for his dinner with them $50 and I give him back. Like,
Go ahead.
Honestly, if you want something off something I give you, like that's like if you know how people give people scratch offs.
Yeah.
If you give somebody a scratch off, if they win, I can't expect you to pay me back.
y'all, when I went to Vegas and my friend gave me $20 on the slot machine, and I didn't know what I was doing. I was just hitting buttons, and I won. The thing just started dinging, and I had won like $60-something, and all he asked for was his $20 back, and I was like, rightfully so. I gave him his $20, and he's like, keep the rest. Now that's a man.
That was $40 though. Iesha.
That's still my $40 he asked for it. It wasn't even my money. It was his money that I won the money on.
Iesha.
I just think
You gonna at least take the man out to eat or something?
I gave him his $20 back.
Boom.
That's all he asked for.
Oh,
And then the other one, if I win that, he ain't gonna know.
Disclaimer: God is still working on her.
He's still working.
I love the Lord.
He heard your cry.
Right. I would say talking on dinners and things like that. This is another portion of our podcast that we always like to share. Shout outs. So business shout outs, product shout outs. We have an interest on trying new things. We have an interest on hair, makeup, shoes, fashion. So if you wanted to try something, let us know. But our first shout out would be to Pinstripes Bowling in Boca and Bistro. We had the opportunity last week to hang out there. Very great venue. A very, I would say, ideal spot to have like a small, intimate wedding.
Mm-hmm.
To say it's a bowling alley, it didn't give you the bowling alley feel, but it gave you a very upscale, intimate time. And you don't have to entertain your guests; they can entertain themselves. I would have to say, food amazing, especially if you do eat carbs.
Yeah, I cheated that day, and it was a good cheat.
It was a good cheat.
It's worth it, cheat.
Yeah, it was decent cheat because my head didn't hurt the next morning.
Service was excellent, and then they do I guess you have to pick the linen, pick all that, so they'll cater it all to you, colors, everything.
Wow.
Awesome.
It was very good. So that place is actually 5001 Trailhead Bend Way, Fort Worth, Texas. I will check them out, and I will be back.
Yeah.
How many bushels of lavender did you give them?
We gave them 4 bushels. 4 out of 5.
Woo-hoo.
Okay. Yeah, it was good.
Does anybody have any words of encouragement for our listeners today?
Guys, just go out there, conquer the week. You're awesome. We love you. Please come back, tune in, subscribe, send your questions.
Thanks for listening, guys. It's been awesome with our first podcast. Thanks for sticking it out with us.
Also, send us like letters. If you have any kind of questions about like, you can do dating situations. You can also like career moves, all that kind of stuff. We're in our early 30s, late 20s.
Late 20s.
So we pretty much we can give you some guidance on stuff. So just send us some letters.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Lavender Lemonade 18. Definitely do that.
Contact us also via our webpage.
Mm-hmm.
So lavenderlemonade.net. We have a spot where you can actually contact us. You can write us, and your questions can go there. Your emails can be submitted through there as well. We'd just like to end with a scripture, and our scripture will be from Proverbs 31:26, and it reads, when she speaks, her words are wise, and she gives instructions with kindness. And that's just a posture that we try to walk through daily. Just with words of encouragement, just standing confident in what we believe He has in store for us. We may not see it with our natural eyes, we may not feel it that day, but having the faith in Him, knowing that it will come possible. Again, just thank you for signing in with us. Have a great one.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, everyone.